Bo Diddley, January 6th.
And coming up, weather with Chief Meteorologist Elissa Lynn.
We were just talking about my white knuckle drive across the Yolo Causeway. About 1:30 or 2, probably 5 miles an hour. Everybody slowed down. The wind was fierce.
Had to be about 45 miles an hour about that time. Now the winds are going to die down a bit, shift direction, and then get a little gusty tomorrow, but they won't be as bad as what we had today. Could the foothills look like this shot? This is from Portola, where the snow is really pulling in. Wow. Sharon Thornbury sent that in. That was this morning at about 10 a.m. I know it's still been snowing there, and yes, we have the potential for some low snow this weekend. Here's the winter storm warning that remains in effect. Actually, it's posted until Monday. Can you believe that? For Tahoe, till 10 p.m. on Monday. That's all the way through the weekend. It's in effect until 6 p.m. on Monday for the High Sierra and the Mother Lode, and until noon on Saturday in the north end of the valley, where, believe it or not, folks, the snow level in the Redding area could go down to 500 feet. There may be a couple of inches of snow at the very far north end of the valley. There could be some freak cells that come through the north foothills, possibly down in towards Sacramento County, maybe Roseville, maybe Folsom, places like that. If you've lived here a few years, you know that there are times in the winter the air can get so unsettled, you'll have a little cell come through and drop a few flurries. That could happen. And the total snow that's expected to fall is 5 to 10 feet in the Sierra. The snow level drops down to at least 1,500 feet, potentially lower than that at times. That's tomorrow afternoon as the second wave gets underway, and it really doesn't stop. There's not much of a break, in fact, between the one system that's trying to chug through today. It spent most of the day around Monterey. Now the low itself, see, that started off as a swirl here, it pretty much falls apart. There's not a real center of low pressure as the next wave that's much more intense, a lot colder, and taps into some of this moisture. Well, that's setting up offshore, and in just a minute I'll have the bigger view. You can see how powerful it is. Quick look at Doppler radar. Showers are still out there, even though there's a break right now in the valley. Tonight, tomorrow will be very wet and nasty. We're going to take you to the south foothills here, where it's basically rain showers. The snow level is lifted just a bit today. This is the warmest part that we're going to see of the weather for the next couple of days. Up near Arnold, just past that, the changing over to snow. And now let me take you back to our computer for a satellite perspective. First on the winds, 26 miles an hour in Fairfield, 20 mile an hour winds in Sacramento. We're under a wind advisory until 9 p.m. tonight. Now here it is. This is much more powerful than the one that just went through. What actually came through was a sort of a more tropical low pressure center. That's what we called number 1, but number 2 is so large, in fact, it'll stay in place throughout the weekend, stretching all the way from